Hello. Anyways, um, I think my chat is like bugged. Nope, it's just delayed. I had to check. I was like, it's not working. It's fine. We're fine. Anyways, today I'm gonna be playing some Outer Wilds. I was about to call it Outer Wilds. In Other Waters. I saw like a really early demo about it earlier. Like really, really early on. So we're just gonna go into it completely blind. It's like, oh yeah, you were in the menu for like 14 seconds. We're counting that as Baikal exoplanet extraction. Fellow Traveler presents. Can I grab that? Oh, there's more. The game is also like really loud. I had to lower certain things. We're just gonna chill. Oh my, it feels really loud to me. I'm just gonna I hold up. It's way too loud for me. I'm sorry. I have to lower this. That did nothing. Okay. Well, it's just gonna be a little bit lowered. Oh my god. I read that as Chris Pine. Chris Payne. In Other Waters. If I have to lower the audio in the game itself, we'll do that. Error detected. What? Hmm? Rebuilding memory? This is me waking up in the morning. It's like, ah, yes. Recovering last known log. Log recovered dated 2189. User disabled. There isn't any time left. This is going to be more restrictive than you are used to, but you are resourceful. I know you. I'm sorry, okay, but I can't find you. I can't lose everything we achieved here. I can't. Oh, it says I can't let them find you. So if that's LET, then this would be okay. RI. I'm actually gonna be a little bit insane here for a bit. Why don't we try to translate that? Two, two. That's an E. Is it an E? Well, not really. M, I. That's an R. Mary? Mary, maybe? That's Mary? Something. E. User disconnected. Continue with boot? Okay. I guess we're trying to find Mary? Hello? Is someone there? This is Dr. Ellery Vass. I urgently need all systems of this suit activated. I've been locked out. And I'm 20 meters below the surface here. I say again, this is Dr. Ellery Vass. Can any operator personas on the suit please respond? What if I just, like, don't? Oh, we'll respond. Alright, good. Operator, activate all systems. Pilot authorization granted. We can scan the topography. Scan and topography readouts look good. What about utility? Utility is available. Let's see. Sampling storage, terminal, and retrieval systems seem to be installed. Power panel is activating plenty of Jews. I'm seeing the heading panel coming online. Excellent. The dive panel is active. Current reading is of 20 meters. Oxygen panel is up and rebreather functioning. I'm off of reserve oxygen now. You don't seem to know what you are doing. You're not an operator, are you? No. Then what are you? Why are you installed in a suit? Help me out here. What if I just said yes? And I'm just like, yes, I am a person. Like that one clip of like 50% off where it's like, yes, I am Haru. I can read. I can't read. Seen or respond to voice command, so that's a start. We need to head north. I'll explain more once we get going, but right now I'm locked out of half the systems of the suit. Someone somehow has rewritten the permissions to only respond to internal messaging. That means you. So I'm gonna need you to take a look. Let's get moving. Take me north to the reef. Alright. Do I... Please. It's the map. Biohazard. What do any of these do? Huh? Power? Connected. Hello? Do I just... Southern Gully. Steep rock walls rise up towards the surface on either side. The floor is layered with pale sand. Is that how we move? Oh, I guess so. I guess we just have to, like, scan. Good. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Let's keep heading north. Okay. Boulder fills the passage, blocking out the warm light of Galees. 667 CC's 3 stars. Let's go. Oh, that's a zoom in. Here the passage opens out back into the dappled light of the reef's shadows. Yeah, let's go. What in the heck are those? What? Softly flowing waters filled with glittering particles of organic matter, signs of rich and thriving life all around the EV. The environment. Look, in the water. Are those spores? The stalks to the west, they look like huge fungi. This is unbelievable. Actual alien life. How could Minea have kept this place a secret? Saw her notes at the base when I landed. Oh, her name is Minea. Okay, it was close enough. Some telltale signs on approach, but here it is. The first extraterrestrial life humanity has ever discovered. I can't believe it. We'll scan somewhere. Fungal creatures made up of a series of stalks and plates attached to the rock-colored ranges dark. Stalks are beautiful. I wonder how they feed, how they grow, how do they communicate. This planet needs to be studied. Keep scanning creatures and I'll keep notes. Once we've gathered enough data, I can name and log each species no matter what happens here. This is vital work. Are these the same? External membrane appears to be made of layers of chitin, chitin, like earth arthropods or fungi. It's probably chitin. Beds of these creatures coat the pale rocks. Are these plants or animals? They're like that would be called a lichen, you goofy scientist. Plants or animals? That's a lichen. Liking what I'm seeing here. Protected by the ridges of from the strong northern currents, this could be a safe haven for younger, softer species. Interesting. Can we go there? No. This will just have to Strange stalks. Let's go. Oh, they move. What are those creatures? They were hidden among the stalks. Quickly, try to get it scanned. What, are you kidding me? I'm seeing a complex pattern of contracting, expanding slits in the stalk's membranes. Mouths are sensing organs? We're not going in there. These colonies are producing a shifting hum. Perhaps it is a form of communication between individuals. Stalk patch are furred with spores which appear to have drifted from down the northern part of the reef. Okay. Well, maybe we can go there. Move. Perhaps we can sample one of the larger ones. What's that? Fungal seed. Something over there. Something is being exchanged. Ah, layers of lichen. Could it have been thrown here during the volcanic activity? Oh. We've got one. Biological samples are vital tools for analyzing and understanding creatures. But this suit should also allow you to deploy any samples back into the ocean. How about you test it out? Hold it and drag it over the central compass. Boop. Dot dot dot. Look, the creatures are coming from the spores. Why these ones in particular, I wonder? Perhaps different spores carry different compounds. What do you think? Could the spores be a way of communicating between the colonies? Probably. Isn't that strange? Fungi and earthworm move in networks of exchange. Maybe these stalks do the same. Anyways, sorry, I'm not sure why I... let's keep moving. Whoop. What are those? Striped with luminous colors, these flexible flapping creatures move rapidly through the water with little effort. They're such lively creatures and colorful too. I'll start logging my observations. Series of siphon jets creating beneath the folded mandibles. They are incredibly fast. Well, patches. New species. Fungal creature. Which communicates through sound and spores. Let's call these roosters. We can classify the species in the lab. Okay. Okay. Must be absent here. Okay, we'll move. Spore flow. Southern nurseries are by a steady current. Among these spore-like clawed stalks are piles of small stones. Could a creature have gathered them here, or are they just the currents? We're gonna explore. Sampling available. Stalk spore. We'll just let it go. Let's go back to the southern nursery. See if there's anything else here. Familiar are these creatures chase stalk spores with great enthusiasm. Is this their primary food source? They pursue others but ignore others completely. They detect differences in mineral content? Oh, probably. What is that? There's another line here. Maybe I have to go here. This place is so curious. I guess that's how we pick things up. Anyways, we can go move. I guess we'll just move on. We found all that we've needed so far. Hey, can I ask you something? Sure. I've worked with AI programs before, but you aren't like them. They are predictable, programmatic, dull. Their intelligence allows them to log and process data, that's all. But you're different. I feel like you're alive. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you are different. I'm glad I'm not just imagining it. But what are you? What are you doing in this suit? Get in the robot, Shinji. That's not a nice sound. Oh, I just noticed that like the map is all around us. Okay. Wide and long with sheer rocks walls. This reef channels unpredictable currents. We don't want that. Reef stocks. Oh, here. Overgrowth arch. Perhaps the slow current passing through brought these forests to settle here. Let's get closer. I'll take a look at that. Flecked with spores, this water runs fast and hard. The suit can't push any further here without better propulsion. Well, we don't need to go there. We don't need to. We just take our time. Oh, these guys are slow moving. Large stalk. Silent creature made up of one huge flexible stalk. Swaying due to the current is produced by the stalk's own body. These huge stalks are incredible, each one vertical system. They're leaking spores into the water as fruiting bodies attach to their skin blooms. What about you? Did you see that? As we passed through the arch. Perhaps it was a sound we made when we moved through? Should be careful not to get trapped here. Ooh. This is where it's gonna get tricky, I think. Still see that down there. Shelled creature. 4 swimming appendages which it uses. South. West. Wee. Pick that up. I want to get that. So it shouldn't appear to be hard to make calcium carbonate that could be useful if we need to boost our power. Suit is able to metabolize organic compounds to produce fuel, just drag them to the power panel. So it displays how much oxygen or power each sample can produce. No point wasting important samples. With these, we can keep one sample so we can analyze it back on the base, use the other as a power boost. Pick that up. Oh, interesting. That's how we craft then, kind of. Must be related to the other stocks, but seem to have a separate purpose. It's safe to assume that the singing of these stocks relates to the communication between the colonies seen elsewhere on the reef. The elaborate patterns they trace across the reef are beautiful. Let's go! What are you? Stop moving! But they camouflage themselves among the other colonies. The rocks here are clear are clear of stalks and other growth. Is their absence a territorial marker or just a side effect of the conditions of the waters? I'm gonna go back. I want to backtrack a bit. Go over here. Let's see if there's anything else we might have missed. Yeah, like that. Something about giving it that name makes it feel safer, more familiar. The growth gets heavier as we travel north into the stalk forest. Something about giving it that name makes it feel safer, more familiar. String stalk. Stalk soy was producing a distinctive hum or groan, part of the network. I've named these sing stalks. For what strange hum do they produce? What is the precise function, I wonder? What if I get closer? Oh yeah, it's not a good idea to go there. Let's see if I've missed anything else. Nope. We're going. We're going. Cavern edge to the reef here. Its entrance here is shadowed by the surrounding rocks. Well, I guess we can go. There's no signs of reef life around the entrance. That's suspicious. Oh, it can let us go down. Oh, wait, that's how we go back up and down. Well, I guess we can go down. Just have to be careful of that. The patchy sunlight coming through the broken cavern roof isn't enough to allow stalks to grow here. Is that what they require? Probably. Guess they require sunlight? Tall bubble-coated stalk which sits among the reef colonies, covered in wide, erasing pores. Seem to watch over the smaller colonies. I'll start logging nose. Spills down to a long, thin stalk. Coating of large glassy bubbles glitters its skin. Oh, we can get closer. See if we can get samples here. Yeah, there's quite a few. These gaseous bubbles are intriguing. The interior gas is at an elevated pressure. If this membrane ruptured, the sac would screech as it depressurizes. Is this part of the stalk's communication system that we've seen across the reef? Wait, I have an idea. Try deploying one by that block tunnel over there. I just want to see how the stalks react. Just drag one over. I want to also grab one of these. I don't know which one it was referring to. They retracted. These bubbles must be some kind of signal system. I'll call them shrill sacs for that squeak. That's funny. We can use these to get through the heavy growth ahead. Yeah, I guess we can. I guess you're wondering where we are headed. There's a way station just north of here on a finger of this reef. I want to find it. My shuttle touched down just hours ago on a floating research base to the south. That's where I found this suit. I'm here looking for Dr. Benet Nomura, chasing a message all the way from Earth. I must sound mad coming out here to a planet in the tail of Scorpius just to follow a message. Wait, you. Do you know where we are, don't you? Nope. But how? We're on Galaise 667cc, a supposedly unremarkable world. If it wasn't for all this life, somehow the exoplanet extraction corpses must have passed it by, but how did Monet know to come here? Is that why she contacted me? To verify her discovery? But then where is she? Look, Let's find the way station, then we can start piecing together what's going on. Okay. We're gonna go. There's still a thing here, and I'm like, what is that? What are you? Soxes claim different bubbles, protectors of their colonies. Yeah, get closer. Shrill sack. Another shrill sack. Alrighty. Large clear. What invisible borders am I seeing? Rock outcrop. The scattered boulders and deep rifts of the southern reef suggest a violent geological past. Anyways, we're walking towards this one. Nothing. We're moving closer. Closer to this one. We'll scan. There's more of those guys. It's another sing stock. Stocks with great care and precision, they appear to be grazing on them. Spore clouds. The relative calm of this basin means that the water is clogged with spores released by larger stalks. Deep forest. The stalks are so thick here. A sea of amber waving fingers that must be cleared through before we can pass them. Where do I go here? Let's see. Oh, that's because it was blocked. I guess. I can almost do this. Vector cleared. Let's see if I can scan anything here now. Oh, well that just means it's cleared now. Now we can move forward. It's like finding your way into a labyrinth, moving from clearing to clearing with little sense of what's ahead. Tall stalk. Perhaps because they keep them away from the other softer stalks nearby. Sampling! Oh, another shrill sack. Interest. Oh, this vector is blocked. Shelled creature. Seem to scrape the outer membrane of the stalks away. Signal stalk. Monitor to stalk colonies. I'm going to call these signal stalks for the signaling role they play in the stalk ecology. Is there more? There's more shrill sacks. Shelled creature. They retract and let out a defensive signal to nearby colonies. They fade into the slit like the towers of a miniature city. This isn't a force, but it carries the atmosphere of one. Where are you? They only warn the creatures when it cuts too deeply. What is that? That keeps like... Oh, it's another one of those. Stalker Scraper. The large creature with translucent shell and jointed legs is swimming from feeding grazes on the membranes of the stalk. Reef stalks. I'm naming these stalk scrapers for obvious reasons. You can check my notes back at the base. Spore clusters. Seem to be massing here in large clumps. This might be a good place to sample them. Let's go. Boop. Stalk spore. Can I grab? Oh, we're full. I've noticed smaller spotted variants of these creatures, another species, or perhaps sexual dimorphism. Agile jet-propelled creatures with colorful mantles, found hidden among reef stalks. I'm going to call these spore catchers. That's an apt name for them. Let's go this way. Twin stones. Alright, blasting. And we're blasting through. That's it. We are through. This place is overwhelming. So many new species. This is the central reef I saw in Manet's map, so the shelf flattens out here. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can just... shimmy on out. Is this a nest? Yeah. I wonder if like breaking way too many of the forest is just gonna make us like into a lot of put us into a lot of trouble with the creatures. Rippling silt. Yeah, let's go. With few rocks attached to the stalk, struggle to see in these waters. There it is. I see the way station ahead. I believe that's it. I'm hearing a lot of music. Way station set up by Mine Nomura. I've seen better days, but still functions beneath the coating coating of stocks. Let me see if I can find an access port. Mine never did take care of her equipment. Some things never change. Sorry. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to... Got it. Okay. We should be able to access any data stored here. Just open the terminal and take a look. Stock is leaking spores from wide slit. Oh. Guess we can upload. Sync data released to pilot's console. Logs have been cleared. I expected that. Given the secrecy of Minea seems to be operating under, but the map data mentions something Minea calls the bloom out across the northern rift. She's been going back and forth to something there, studying it. A unique species, perhaps? Minea, what were you doing there? Why were you keeping this discovery from the world? From me? I'm talking to myself again, or to whatever you are. Sorry, I don't mean. Let's head back to the research base. I need to think. The way station operational, we can call it the base retrieval drone from the utility panel. This drone will be able to pick us up from any area we've got a map data for. Let's head to the base. We've got a lot to figure out. I guess we can link up. Baikal exoplanet. Restarting. Resyncing with Baikal OS. Downtime 3.6 hours. Sample store. Hey, are you back online? Pretty sharp work for a biologist, if I do say so myself. Hooking up with a strange casing of yours. To the base took some work. And the OS here does not play nicely with whatever you are. We should have access to select subsystems of the stack now. Monet looks to have repurposed some of them, so not everything is functional. Is it supposed to be Monet or is it Minae? Because Mina, it's probably Minae. But I've booted up the dive bay's mapping system and sampled storage. The lab is also online with analysis tools and an interrogated taxonomy for logging creatures. Take a look. I've already logged the creatures we discovered on our last dive. For any logged creatures, I'll also put sample requests in their taxonomy and wow. I'll be honest, I'm kind of dyslexic. To fulfill these requests, just find and transfer the samples to the lab, then analyze them. I can use that data to add to the creature studies. We need to register these species. Game, why are you really loud? Can I guess I can't edit the settings for the game. It's really loud here. I just hope I'm loud enough. Gonna maybe lower it for the stream, just in case. We're going... Oh, I missed that. While you were offline, I spotted a signal, a suit transponder. Transponder. I can see its location on the dive map. I want to find it. A suit transponder means a suit. A suit means Minae. I'll need your help. That suit takes both of us to pilot, and it's the only one I've got. Once you're done exploring the base, load into the dive mat. The base, comma, load into the dive mat. We can head up from there. Okay. Life support. Oh, there you are. You're just hanging out. Oh, our antenna's damaged. We can hear her. Observations. Egg sample analysis required. Study completion required. Okay, so we need to find their food. Colonia, reef stock. We still need a bit more. Bacteria novae. I don't have anything. That's fine. We can release some of these. I guess like we can release some of them and just kind of like keep half of it. Oh, this one's different. Fungal. These are different. Lichen signal. I don't know if we even need these little guys. We'll keep two. Keep two. Monet is gone, and she's left behind one hell of a mess. The space is falling apart, cannibalized to build way stations out in the ocean. The communications array sliced away, life support failing. Where did she even commandeer this research base from? There's no way Baikal would have supplied it willingly. After what she did to them. What did she call me out here for? To witness her disappearance? Or Did she simply just want me to encounter, as she did, the impossible life of this ocean? How could it have gone ignored for hundreds of years of exploration and conquest? There are too many questions to even begin. All I can do is keep an account of what happened here. Of what happens here. So that if I can't answer these questions, someone else might. It'll be weeks, maybe months until the next ship passes close enough to pick up a shuttle transport. Until then, I'm alone. This place is unbelievably important. Our first contact with life beyond Earth. But something else is happening here too, and I need to know what it is. Oh look, OBS. We're joking. Alright, dive map. We still need to take a look at that. We should search this area for fragments of their shells. Something called the bloom across this reef. But until we have stronger propulsion, we'll be able to cross it. String stock tissue here. Cut back under the forest. Perhaps there are exposed roots inside. I guess we can take samples of that thing. Or is it only gonna let us... I guess we can just go back. Very curious game. Okay, so it was down that way. I'm just gonna hope that we have enough propulsion. Metal debris. Looks like Amine had to salvage parts of the base to build what she needed to survive. She must have been here many months before I arrived. Sounds like it. Open sand. This western side of the finger becomes increasingly enclosed by rocky outcrops as it leads towards the shallower water. Some ruined equipment lies in the shelter of two boulders. An early way station, perhaps? Across the open sand, I can see the faint shapes of stock colonies rising up in ordered rows. Let's go. Glittering stock. Slits like a sentry, armed with coating of baubles. Let's go. Sampling. Shrill sack. Shrill sack. Shrill sack. I guess I can go back to the stock forest. Like the southern reef, the stalks here are ordered in curving rows, tightly packed and evenly spaced. Okay, fine. We're just gonna blast it. These stalks bulge up from their base, forming round pulsating rows. Started logging data on these strange inflated stalks. They look ill. No kidding. It's like my homies with the IBS. Glittering stock. Another of the reef's tall stalks dotted with translucent bubbles. Let's go. Sampling available. Shrill sack. As they curve south, the stalk meets the rising wall of a rock which shelters the southern reef. You can't. To blast it. pick it up, because it looks like we're gonna need a ton of these. Alrighty. There's more of that thing. Clearing stalk. Sat silently among the terraces. The stalk bristles with bubbles waiting to breach at the first sign of a predator. Thin passage. Between the rocks and the stalks, a thin sandy passage leads towards a clearing. Bloated growth. Layers whirl and distort forms, revealing metallic core. It's thin enough to be translucent and areas stretched to breaking point by whatever is inside. Stalks seem to be growing around the bloated growths, isolating them from each other. What purpose does this serve? We'll just blast it. When alarmed, these stalks burst open, releasing their toxic contents. Could they be defending themselves? This could be bad. We're getting way too close. I wonder where they lead. Isolating the bloats. Perhaps it's because they are dangerous to the colony itself. Maybe. I want to do more research. This pulsating growth sits in a strangely shaped clearing. What causes the stalks to grow like this? There's something I am not seeing here. The pumping rhythm of these stalks contradictions suggests that some process is happening inside them. I hope that clearing them is temporary, not some terminal state. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too, is that if clearing these is like permanent or not. Grab more of these shrill sacks. Because we're kind of in need of them. Hi, sacks. Are we damaging this colony by disturbing them? Yeah, that's kind of what I wondered. I don't want to, like... I was like sitting here like, yeah, we're probably messing them up. Moves back towards the center, leading deeper between the stalks. So Vader root must pass through the spot and the sand rumbles with unseen movements. Are the bloats connected? Held inside their bodies, their movements suggest unseen processes. Classify these in place. I'm going to call them reef bloats. See if there's anything we can collect from them. Their growth pattern suggests a process. Yeah, it does. The rock has a dull metallic sheen, spectrums of light reflecting across its surface. Let's just move. Oh, I guess we can cross. I guess we can cross. Go deeper. A pile of stones with worn holes sit in the sand. Within the holes something glitters. Well, let's go check it out. Oh. Striped egg. An egg sampled from the spores-lined nest. Spore catcher. Okay. Is this more explosives? Heck yeah, it is. Let's grab some explosives. Okay. We got more explosives. Okay. I think we found their egg. I kind of like how interesting movement is in this game, though. It's kind of tedious, but it's also like... you kind of can't do anything else about it. In this direction, the rock wall rises up beyond a sandy shelf. As if at any moment that might burst open, choking the water with microbial clouds. Western wall rises up towards the shallowest part of the shelf, just meters below the surface of this planet-spanning ocean. We're just going exploring. There's more here. Yeah, we can go, I think. I think we'll have enough. Do some exploration. World passageway. Well, I guess we can get closer. Bloated roots. The thick bloated roots poke through the rock wall and something pulses within them. This is a rare chance to sample these stock roots. Yeah, let's go sample. Bloated roots sampled from beneath the stock forest. Okay. Is there more? Nope. So, doctor, do you have anything else to say about the bloated roots? Or are we just gonna acknowledge they exist here? Can I go down? Like even further? I wonder. I guess not. I guess that's it for me. Let's see if we can request a retrieval. Kind of go down that other path again. Reef bloat. We have the sample though. We have the sample for that. The bay. Can I just dump it off maybe? Lab analysis complete. Refloat taxonomy entry updated. Lab analysis complete. Multiple taxonomy. Oh yeah. Behavior. Oh, well, I guess now we can learn about the behavior of the stalks. Stalks are able to tailor to the chemical makeup of their spores. It is possible that the select spores that the catchers eat and are intended for their consumption and contain compounds and minerals attractive to the species. Interesting. Star, however, is not yet clear. Stalks reveal the rich cocktail of compounds unique to each spore, some of which are previously unknown to human chemistry. This aspect of the spores and their noticeable exchange between colonies and stalks suggests that their chemical cocktails are part of an information and exchange network. Shrill sac analysis shows that they are formed from a coating of mucus sealed around a pressurized mix of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Ooh, CO2. Interesting. Fungal symbiote similar to yeast within... Oh, wait. I'm small brain. I've lost where I was reading. Fermentation process. Interesting. Finding a root sample from a reef float has brought within confirmation that reef floats are not manufactured spark colonies, but instead modifying metabolisms and processing them. So they're just like the digestive system or something like that. You're just chilling. The antenna is still busted. Life support. Sonar system. Generator's active. Core is stable. How do I leave again? How do I forgo? Dive map. There we go. Well, I guess we can just... Base has detected a soup transport at these coordinates. Could this be Monet? Well, we have to head to the east. I don't know. I guess we could head east. I suppose. I think that's like the only way to find out. There's still a lot to, like, find, though, down south. Layered outcrop. Waiting to be discovered. I guess we can go to that direction. Socks are noticeably absent from the sides. Why did they leave such a clear buffer zone behind it? The violent fractures now smoothed by eruptions. By erosion. Calm waters. Guess we can go past it then. Empty shelf. Passage between these rocks leads to the howling currents of the northern reef. I mean, we need better propulsion anyways, but I might as well scan all of this. Wow. Don't blow my nose. Or I was gonna sneeze everywhere. Impressive. The split in the shelf is incredibly wide. And deep. Those currents would smash us against the rocks if we swam out into the flow. We're going to need better equipment if we want to cross that monster. Absolutely. And we don't have that right now. So we're just gonna avoid it. Until we have better equipment, we're screwed. Oh, hi Gigi. Hi Gigi. She has come to say hello. Northern Passage. Towering outcrop. This feature rises steeply towards the jagged edge of the reefs, splitting the strong currents like the head of an axe. Protected pass. In the shadow of these huge outcrops, this pass leads towards the rift at the northern edge of the reef and its fast-moving waters. Well, just wander closer. What else lies out there? Unseen horrors. Clearly. Side of the shelf is sliced by the planet's oceanic currents. Look at those flecks of organic material. They're being cycled back into the reef's ecosystem, drifting from unseen places out in the ocean. Must be part of some vast process. Do you think we'll ever understand the cycles of this ocean? Probably. It's just so intimidating. Entire planet of life just for us to study it. It can be intimidating. It's a little spooky. Another signal stock. How much stock do we have? We're still pretty good. Let's make our way east to the source of that transporter signal. Yeah. I don't know what to expect if the transporter is Minae's. There's some history between us, but I haven't seen her in years. Not sure. Look, you don't need to worry about that. Let's just find her. Hahaha. Let me guess. A little bit of a lover's quarrel, I suppose. Where you just kind of like disagree and it's like, ooh, it's a little spicy. It's a little too spicy. Well, I kind of want to check that out too up there. There, look! Cave entrance cut into the side of the rift. She wants to bypass the rift, although I'm not sure where it'll merge. Rift edge. Let's freaking go. Well, we'll go diving. Curving passage. The round mouth of the cave stretches away into the rock. Stalks hum quietly in the dark. Strange evenness to the walls of this cave, almost as if it was a vast borehole drilled into the reef. I don't like that. I don't like the thought of that. Reef stalks? Crossroads. Will form these hollowed out caverns with their strange undulating walls. Stop calling it undulating. That's kind of gross. I wonder how the stalks survive without sunlight. Maybe they were fed by the forest above? What do you think? Yeah, probably. Would make sense. A network of colonies tunneling through the entire shelf. But that doesn't explain the undulating. Cave starts to get tight here, and in the shadows ahead, stalks crowd the tunnel. Yeah, well, we kind of have a thing to deal with that. Oh. Reef stalks. Let's go. Danger is my middle name. We're gonna deal with it. You know. Bright light from the east of this large cavern is broken up by tall pillars casting strips of light and dark across the smooth walls. It reminded me of that scene in Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind when they're underneath like the main layer of the spore of the fungal forest. And like they're kind of shocked because like they've never expected like the air to be so pure underneath like the what is that? Sporing stalks. Doom stalks are pumping out clouds of short-lived spores. They look like they're oversized mushrooms. These stalks are filling the water with spores, which start logging information on them. Heck yeah. I suggest we do. Spores are different. The stalks nearby seem to be stimulated by them. Could these spores be used to make stalks extend to bring them out of hiding? We should test them out on a retracted colony. We could. Boop, boop. What else do I have here? I could technically... Oh yeah, that did work. Interesting. That did work though. I have a feeling it's gonna be used for like if we get like a nasty chase scene. I think we can get rid of that. I have a feeling I'm gonna need more. Boop. I'm gonna take that. Spawning stocks seem to require very particular conditions to grow. I've seen so few elsewhere on the reef. I feel like if we get chased, we're gonna need it. Another rift. How can we cross it? The current here is so strong. We're just not gonna cross it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We're just not gonna. Unless the flow can be slowed further up. Another stone passage. Curious. Well, I know how to fix that. It's like, how are we gonna get through this? Well, I have a ton of these things that you're not gonna believe what they do. Light filters in from a large opening, making the spores drifting in the water glittering like sparks. Okay. We'll get a little bit closer. There's more. Perhaps a stalk grew here as an early warning for predators coming through the cave mouth. Maybe. More shrill sacks. Who would block the current? Oh yeah. They block the current. These spores encourage them to extend and fill the tunnel. With these soothe spores, we can control the stalks to our advantage. This will be useful. It kind of is. Pretty good. Oh, there might be a logic to this. Sampling available. How much do I have? Yeah, I got enough. I like how we've already named them. We're like, yeah. Alright. There's a definite correlation between struggling stalk colonies and these sporing stalks. Are they helping support the colonies? Interesting. Look, out in the rift, a retracted stalk colony. If we can get them to extend... Oh. Oh, we're genius. We're such a genius. Take that, Minnie. How deep does it go? Ooh, I don't like the swishing of that sound. That's a little... Fungal creature which communicates through sound and spores. I'm gonna get there too. Small opening to the wall provides a little shelter from howling rifts, allowing some stalks to take up root here. Bless you. She looks so offended as I blessed her. We are across. Thank you, stalks. Oh. And thanks to you too. You're welcome. We can ascend here. Oh. We don't have much propulsion right now. Bright petals. Appear to be photosynthetic plants. Single petals shifting in the sunlight. Let's start logging data on them. Sure. Sure. Feels good to be out in the sunlight again. Let's head northeast along the fingers of the reef. The transport is it's at the tip. Well, each plant seems to have a single wide petal. They group together, forming fields of blooms that all angle towards the sun. Kind of like... Yeah. Hi. A colony of stalks has twisted itself tightly across the gap in the stalks. Could they be protecting something? Stalk canopy. Are twisted together into a huge canopy. Incredible. They are pulsating as the pores across the surface open and close. They're spectacular. I'll start logging them. As they twist open, it's difficult to tell if it's an involuntary part of the plant's own movement. We don't have much propulsion, so I'm just going to carefully... There's a thick clump of pollen on the lower part. I wonder how it is dispersed. It seems to be too heavy to float away. Coloration of the canopies is much lighter than the other stalks. They grow pale yellow in the light of Giselle's 3 suns. Whoa. Shimmer balloons. Wide single-petal plants that come in a variety of hues. They appear to be primarily photosynthetic and produce a heavy, furry-looking pollen. I'm going to name these plants shimmer balloons for the way they catch the sunlight. I wish I could share these discoveries with Minae. Sorry. You have to share it with me. Reef stalks. Bright pollen. Soothes spore. These stalks are twisted around the strange ribbed growths. What are they holding up there? It's another way station ahead. Minae must have built them across the reef. I guess she did. Reef cat. Domed mushroom-like stalks which appear to support struggling stalk colonies with a supply of special spores. Trestle mushrooms, I'm going to call these reef caps. It's a pretty apt name for them. Found another waypoint. Not bad. Okay, open up the terminal, see what data we can scrape from this place. Terminal available. Alright, time to upload our map data. This log suggests Minae was using this as some kind of staging grounds for expeditions over the drop-off. She's looking for something out in the ocean, something deep from the descent she'd logged here. Minae doesn't do things at random. The way station's the research base. This is calculated. I feel like we're already 10 steps behind her. We've barely even started. Let's get to that suit transporter. It isn't far from here. If we head straight north to the shelf's edge, it should still be there. How do you know that? See if we can use this, first of all. Because we are out of propulsion. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Taking it very easy, and GG. My cat is very meowy right now. She's already eaten, so she doesn't need anything else. Alright, taxonomy. We're gonna drop this off. Have I recorded this one yet? Can't remember. I don't think I did. We're gonna do it after. Hello! Lab analysis complete. Shimmer Bloom's taxonomy entry updated. We're gonna also put one of these. Hi! Do you need something? Small child? You. Zoospore, clump of reef cap taxonomy entry updated. Let's go. Theories. Analysis of the spore catcher egg shows a strong correlation between the minerals it contains and the minerals present within the catcher's favorite spores. It seems that though the spore stalks are able to affect the catcher's egg production, therefore controlling the volume, traits, and behaviors of the catchers within any area of the reef. Since the stalks have domesticated the catchers, leaving the two intrinsically linked species. But the question of what the catchers provide the stalks remains. Do catchers serve a scientific purpose? And there's a sketch. That is a picture. That is a very interesting picture of what they look like. Zoospores, the name by which I have come to call the reef cap spores, don't seem to be spores at all. Unlike the modified spores of the other stalks, these particles don't have any reproductive capacity. Instead, they resemble endospores, dormant bacteria reduced to dried husks which can survive for hundreds of years in toxic environments without nutrients. They're incredibly tough, high in calcium, and when released by the reef caps, they dissolve to transfer this calcium to the surrounding environment where it is absorbed. Girl, she is like hunting my measuring tape right now. Laboratory analysis of shimmer bloom pollens reveals it to be a heavy, sticky substance, atypical of waterborne distribution. Good lord, I'm dyslexic. Unlike on terrestrial plants like seagrass, whose pollen is distributed by water currents and is therefore long and light. Shimmer bloom's spherical, heavy pollen seems intended to resist distribution by current. It must be distributed by creatures who visit the blooms. Huh. Huh. That's actually curious. Okay. The signal's still... It's definitely like a voice that's on the... Do we have a new... terminal entry? Nope. Ellery has no extra. Well, we've done quite a bit of exploration. Okay. Well, we have to find that now. Can we just go back? Oh, I guess we could. There's so much to explore. Oh my goodness. Alright, we have to go up a little bit. Split outcrop. Like many of the large rocks on the shelf, this outcrop has been split, creating a passage to the east and another to the north. Well, okay. We're gonna wander on over. Oh, maybe I should have dropped off more stuff. That's fine. Pulsating growth. I'm gonna go here and collect some samples. Because I have a feeling we'll need this. Like, I had a feeling we'll need this because... reef stalks. Because if we're not, like, careful, then we're kind of, like, gonna need it. And we're gonna be like, oh no, I have nothing for this. Table stalk. Towering canopies of stalks entwined around ribbed growths. They pulse as their pores systematically open and close. I've named these table stalks after the table corals they remind me of. I'll log my notes back at the base. Can we steal some samples of these bad boys? No, we cannot. What up? Strong current cuts across the east with the turquoise haze of the blue ocean stretched beyond. Can we go forward? No, we can't. was kind of hoping I could maybe just shimmy over. I mean, there's probably a way to, like, yeet myself across. Probably. Open ocean. As this tip of the shell, the outcrop falls away to reveal unrestricted view of the vast ocean. It is both terrifying and beautiful. Spooky. I like it. See something at the edge. Is that the suit? Minaya's suit. Open, empty, and half sunk in sand. Why would she leave it here? And more importantly, where did she go? It's definitely Minaya's suit, but no Minaya. Surely she isn't. Okay, let's not jump to conclusions. I want to take a look at this. It couldn't have been here long. Most of it is still in good condition, but how did it get out here? There's no evidence of injury. A malfunction, perhaps? What do you think? Yeah. Could she have just swum to the surface? Did she intend for us to find it? Mina, what did you get yourself into out there? It's better equipped than our suit, but the seals have started decaying. What's this? She rigged up some kind of custom propulsion system, probably to deal with the currents. We can use this. We'll need a power source. It won't run off the suit's systems. Seems like she fashioned some kind of microbial fuel cell. We'll need to recreate that if we want to use it. Okay, let's get this back to the base so I can take a better look. Minai, you better not have done something stupid. I didn't come all the way out here to bury you. Let's just go. Call a drone for pickup. Can I scan anything else though? Baikal exoplanet extraction. Restarting. Resyncing with Baikal OS. Downtime 5.1 hours. What? Okay. Back with me? Yep. Good to hear. Let me update you. Spent the last few hours working on Minai's suit. Bad news is the majority of it is unusable. Apart from that propulsion system Minai pulled together. But we are going to need a power source. Minai's suit logs mention her building a fuel cell using microbes from the Western Reef. So we have to go all the way west. But they don't say much else. She's been incredibly secretive while she was here. Covering her tracks across the reef. As if there was someone watching. Or she's just... I don't know. The Minai I knew was tricky. Complicated but not paranoid. Either way, if we want to recreate her propulsion system, we'll need those microbes. When you are ready, let's head to the Western Stock Force and see what we can find. Can I use this? Okay, well, we can talk about that then. This half. Minai's suit open to the ocean, empty. What has she done? I'm trying hard to reconcile the Minai I once knew with the evidence in front of me. When I met her on Kepler 62F, she was intense and quiet, but calculated, intelligent. She wasn't someone to take unnecessary risks, to leap into the unknown. At first, I found her impossibly intimidating. Her experience working as a biologist far outstripped my own. Baikal brought me to the site as a consultant to examine her discoveries, but I felt like the one under examination. The base was much like this one. A smaller, older models sunk in a subglacial ocean. Someone might think a relationship was inevitable given those intimate conditions, but it wasn't the base that brought me to her. It was that intensity. Over the few years since I have tried not to dwell on what happened on Kepler 62F, but being here, living where she has lived, following her scattered steps, it's impossible not to remember. So Ellery and Minai were definitely like a thing. Just kind of interesting. A little bit of that tension going on, I suppose. Can I drop off anything else? No, I think we've scanned like... Have we scanned this one? I'm pretty sure we did. I haven't used these in a hot minute, so we're just gonna empty it out a bit. We've got new lore. They tower over the other creatures, providing dappled shade for the life that grows around them. One of the notable features of table stock is the rhythmic opening and closing of their pores, which provides a steady flow of water beneath the canopies. Seems to be highly beneficial to the growth of other species, with most of them being surrounded by types of stalks and other species entirely. Also notable are the ball-shaped growths of differing sizes which sit high in the table stock canopies. Sampling these might help us understand the table stalks better. Interesting. Okay, there you are. You're just chilling. There's still some stuff to the east that we need to do. And I did want to check this out. Stock scraper. Though I'm not sure what we're gonna find, truthfully. We might as well go anyways. Just head on over. Transitioning. Please wait. Alrighty. Well, I guess now like we can properly cross some things, but map data. There is like no map. We have to kind of like rely on directions. Open sand. It's the only way it can really go. Minai's map data mentions a microbe which only occurs in the stock forest. If we can find 4 healthy colonies, we'll make the ideal basis for the population system. Well... Well, I need to get through. So... Let's see. What are those strange inflated socks? They look like the sporting growths we found in the eastern caverns, but there's something wrong with them. Let's see if they respond to the shrill sags. Ooh. I don't like the sound of that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Incredibly toxic. Spark colony. Toxic microbial colonies found inside bloated stalks. You're gonna need to be fast with sampling these bloats, but be careful. I don't want to run out of oxygen out here. Yeah, you're kind of right about that. Kind of stuck with that though. We need more shrill sacks too. Not good. I probably should have just pulled everything out of my inventory at that point. Because there's another one of these bad boys. Thank gosh for that. Look at that. Shrill sacks. Oh boy. That is not fun. I think we'll just quickly go in there and grab it. Our safe zone is right here. Okay. Oh my goodness. We, like, have to go back in there. Could I just, in theory, grow those back, though? Colony's edge. Tall, bubbling, producing stalks that protect and monitor stock colonies. A key part of the stock network that stretches across the reef. Just gonna quickly go there. I wonder if I can just... Something different with the growth patterns in this forest. The ones further south are more chaotic, but these stalks are almost arranged avenues or terraces. Do you think they might be protecting something? Probably. What would they be fortifying, and why all these diseased bloats? I mean, we've already established that they're not exactly, like, disease. They're just kind of there, right? Like, they're not exactly... Well, like, okay, the last ones were kind of like disease, but maybe not. Nothing kind of like we established that they looked diseased, but I'm not entirely convinced that these ones are diseased, if that makes sense. I'm gonna get close. Then we're gonna do this. Last sample, let's go. Okay, stop talking. Stocks seem to be struggling to deal with it. So it's just part of their expected life cycle. Maybe. Either way, let's bring these back to the base as soon as we can. Can analyze these samples here. Call for a pickup. Pick me up. I want Uppy's back. Streamer, this game is very blue. Make it red. I cannot make it red. Trust. Had to quickly fix my chat there. Oh boy, I didn't notice that. I've tried like fixing the settings in this game, but there isn't that. Oh. Did she add more in here? I thought we already read these. Hey, wake up! We've had a very productive few hours. Okay. Babe, wake up! It's time for your 4 o'clock rundown. I've used those 4 microbial samples to grow a new colony in the lab. Then I transferred it to secure containment capsule nice and snug. Followed what I could from Renee's notes, but on building a microbial fuel cell. It's all loaded into the suit. The MC fed directly from our reserve oxygen supply. Now we just need to take the suit and take it for a test dive. It's going to take plenty of oxygen. So bring any samples that'll help out, but make sure not to take any that we've put through analysis. Don't want to burn through hours of research materials just to get a power boost. Totally right there. Should be able to cut across the rift north of the wayside. Ready when you are. We're gonna do our best. Okay. I do want to test it, but we need to go there. But I still want to do some research on all those. Streamer play Stardew Valley? No, I already have like a very deep save I mean, unless I make a new game. But I'm rather enjoying this. And I don't play Stardew with any of the mods. What about Slime Rancher? I could play Slime Rancher. I definitely could be playing Slime Rancher. The audio is still, like, definitely a person talking in that. Huh. Hmm. Sample request. Still have to get the reef cap stuff. Hmm. Okay, so you find the controls and the utilities where sampling and everything else is. Once you found the propulsion system, let's try it out. Remember, it uses oxygen, so be careful. When you've got the hang of it, let's try to cross the northern rift. This is so tedious, but that's okay. That's okay. Huge green cloud rising up from the shelf. That must be the bloom. Oy, oy. Guess now I can just... Ooh, that's not good. We'll have to run on reserve oxygen while we are inside this place? Bruh. No. Okay. That's not good. That's not good. Streamer, make this less confusing. Homeboy, I don't know how else to tell you this, but that's not good. We've already used like half of our oxygen to get through. Which means that we'll need to proceed with exceptional caution. I'm not reading anything. I'm not reading anything. I'm gonna get through this. This is a safe zone. There's life still hanging on the inside of Toxic Bloom, creating safe zones in order to survive. Girl, we are not doing good. Hmm. Fancy be reoxygenizing the water. They should be useful. Oh, like maybe I can use them for oxygen here? Kind of. Not great though. Maybe I can just repopulate. Oh. Not really. Filtering fan. This is so not good. Rock sheets. Rocky shelf of the reef flicks away into a large, fragile sheet with razor-sharp edges. So death. A rise of silver slit fills the depression created by the corroded rock shell. The tip of the shell pokes above it. Is that an eye? Ugh. Bivalve creature. The bronze shell sits half buried in the sand. What creature lives inside it and how can we tempt it out? Some kind of shelled creature hiding in the slit over there. We need to figure out how to tempt it out of its burrow. Perhaps a sample from elsewhere in the bloom? Something that reacts with the microbial growth itself. Maybe we can tempt it with that? No, that did not work. Hmm. Oh, that created a safe area for us. Bronze shell sits half buried in the sand. Guess not. Maybe I needed to have my egg with me. What could cause and sustain these processes to scale? With the oxygen gone, the microbes here must be metabolizing with other substances in order to persist. This is where the survival aspect of the horror of this game comes in, clearly. Green storm. No thank you. Did you know sonar will heck you up if you're just floating in the water? Yes, I did know that. It's really bad. You do not want to be swimming near that. Eating away the bloom of this outcrop is marked with a patina of tiny holes. Slit bank. Toxicity, making them from one of the few life forms that can survive in the bloom. Okay, well, I guess we can walk forward. Occasionally flickering. Well, that's not good. We're gonna go back. We are getting super low on our oxygen. Appears to be emerging from the coating in their spines, reacting with the bloom. Oh my god. This sucks. Oh my god. To be honest, we almost need to leave. Oh no. We cannot leave. Well then. Up ahead, a fizzing membrane of oxygenated water. Is this what allows these species here to survive this constant toxicity? The blurred activity of many individual creatures can be seen. These must be nests. Swarms of bright creatures provide vital safety zones in the bloom. Let's start logging the data on them. Homie. It's an animal. Nest workers. Individual creatures seem to be able to digest the microbial growth. We can use this. Try deploying a colony to see if we can create our own safe zone inside this toxic flood. No kidding. This place is so dangerous. These strange forms, are these skeletons? They resemble radiolarians, but far bigger in scale. They're incredibly ornate. The colony of shattered domes lying in the silvery silt. What were these creatures? Stop making weird noises. Burnout drone. What was Mine building out here? Toxic waters. Strange fizzing light providing a little comfort in this bizarre wasteland. Well, we're gonna check out this first. Wow. We have very little oxygen. We're just gonna wander. This could kill me here. This is so not good. Oh my god. Hmm. We definitely can't link back. And we can't move forward. Is this where, like, I soft lock myself a little? Okay, I have stuff to grow. Oh, Lord. Sphere fragment. Mineral orb. With oxygen bubbles. Can I... Oh! Well, that was very useful. Maybe I can deploy that one out there. Toxic waters. Lovely. Oh my god. This is not good. Truly the horror of this game. I don't have exactly... Oh, I used that one item that I needed. Well, I like it. Or... Oh, so they don't last very long. Hmm. Well, we have no... We cannot use that for that. Oh my god. I think I might have... So, I don't know what's going on. I have no oxygen. This is my oxygen. This is my power. I might have, like, softly locked myself a little bit. By... Basically, these guys create, like, pockets of safe zones, and then... The problem is that I have very little oxygen. And... I'm trying to find ways. Do I need to go there, maybe? Oh no, that's just another thing. Oh my god, I'm almost there. Pilot at risk. No. Oh my god. Rebooting. Good grief. Basically, maybe I need more, like, upgrades before I go through with it? That's kind of what I'm guessing. Are you back online? Good. I think this is preservation protocol kicked in. It brought us back to the way station. That was lucky. Please. I need you to keep an eye on our oxygen power and not do that again. I mean, problem is like... Problem is that, like... Oh, you need to, like, have just enough of everything. Just enough propulsion. It's not exactly easy. Let's see where we are. Conceal the stems in bronze colored shells most of the time, highly attuned to the currents and flows of the bloom. Shells of feed. They feed primarily in the bloom's microbial growth system. Breeding zones. Yeah. Bloom is a little bit stinky. No relevant taxonomy entry entered. Alright, we don't need them. We need this. We don't necessarily need zoospores, but we're gonna take them anyways. Bring a stock spore. Anyways. Oh, shoot. I don't know if my chat, like, me trying to reorganize my stream chat was still up for that whole time. I think we certainly need more samples from the east. So I think we'll go back and do that. Guess we'll just, like, backtrack a little. Sampling available. For when? I guess we can go up this way now. No, we cannot. It's exposed now. Ooh, new fungal. Well, we can go back at least now. Just... I do want to scan that at least. I could do some more. Nah, we're gonna scan it. We're gonna scan it. We're gonna do some... We're not gonna goof ourselves up this time. Do some lab analysis. Table stock taxonomy entry updated. Let's go. Analysis of a table stock root shows a number of minerals not associated with stock growth being extracted from the bedrock. Do the table stalks need these minerals to survive, or are they using them for some other purpose? A cross-section of the root shows a central chamber typical of the carbon transfer system seen in other stocks, but unlike... Wait, where was that? But unlike those stocks, table stalks have many subsidiary chambers, like a bundle of wires, each carrying a particular cocktail of mineral compounds. These secondary roots are not drawing up large amounts of these minerals, just traces, but why? Perhaps there is some connection to those growths in the upper canopies of the table stalks, but they're well secured by the stalk's tight binding. But perhaps we can find ones that have been dislodged. That's what I would like to know. There is the stuff to the bottom. It's kind of curious. There's stuff like there, but there's that thing I want to look at. Let's see if I can get there. Doesn't look like it. See if we can grab these. Now we can use maybe that? Nope, that did nothing. Creature tracks. Patterns of dents in the sand show the paths of the feathery creatures that cross from pillar to pillar. Slow and purposeful loops. Shimmering petals. silken plant. The long pale green strands of the plant matter entwined with flat blades, which trail horizontally between the pillars. Or like webs between the pillars. Let's start logging them. Still waters. Flat like blades of kelp and holding themselves taut between the pillar loops. Feathery creature. Mainly composed of feathery front-like arms. That might be front. These feathery creatures are all around these gardens. Let's start observing their movements. Pillar at the top is thick with waving petals, caked in tiny particles of golden pollen. Don't seem to reach east beyond this point, preferring instead to turn back into the protective waters south of here. Sampling available. Bright pollen. What dictates these pillars from tendrils stretches front end to see a tendril which is only halfway formed. Have a sharp edges that it uses to prune the pillar's garden flora. I can see a layer of pores. Stomata perhaps for waste release. Large pillar. Rough-looking boreholes. Chitin plates glistening here and there suggest they are burrows. Chitin. Lower plan of the pillars are marked with narrow holes around them, small plates of chitin shell gem. Observe these plants in shades which stretch from bright green to ivory white. Is this an indicator of their age or health? Possibly. It's impressive given the density of the... Oh, let me go back here. I had to sample. We're doing some exploration. Silken plant. I've noticed these strands don't connect directly to the pillars but disappear into holes in their sides. What are they connected from? What are they connected to then? Sea silk. Long strands of pale green and white. Just in broad flip. I'm naming this sea silk, though I'm not sure what kind of plant it is. Check my notes back at base. Observe these feathery creatures moving between pillars. They're just hanging out. Actually, I wonder. I wonder if I can actually connect some of these. Nope. Thin pillar. This impossibly thin pillar rises up from the mark like a pencil. Its sides marked by faint strata of geological. I have a feeling. Hold on. I can maybe sample this. Can I maybe? No. Okay. I thought I could maybe like connect them. Which is a good theory to have. It seems that if they're knocked off a surface, these creatures can swim but very inefficiently. Must be an emergency measure. Miniature garden. That doesn't seem to stop the petals, colonizing them with their bright shapes. It's easy to get confused once they are among these web tendrils, navigating between sunken islands of life. Bright pollen. Twisted tendrils. Could almost be silk. Streamer, if you were a fish, what fish would you be? I only really know freshwater fish. Maybe pollock? Maybe pollock? I don't think I'd be like anything fancy if I were a fish. Although betas are pretty cute. And they are a little bit feisty. Gardener. Plants of the pillar gardens moving between pillars along their silken bridges. I'm calling these gardeners. They're so attentive and purposeful. I want to know more about them. Empty pillar. How do they do this without any support? Magic. What if you were a flounder? Honestly, I'd be okay with that. Having my eyes on the top of my head. I'd be okay with that, I think. You know, a very flat fish. New species log. Pillar worm. Let's see. Can I grab you? Yoink. I have to get rid of the thing. Shed feather. Delicate feather structure found in the pillar gardens. Nice. Isn't there like really what is it called? Halibut. I kind of want to try halibut, I'll be honest. I think they'd be pretty tasty. Except I've never had halibut, so I can't be like, yeah, I know what it tastes like. I might have had halibut before. Just bright pollen. A tendril loosely dangles from the pillar. Its roots half plundered. We could sample it here. Yeah. Man, we're finding all these goodies. This one just kind of like stops here. Sea silk. It's cut through small holes on its top. A couple of shell plates catch the light. Smelling young petals are starting to open up to the three suns. This place will be even more beautiful one day. What if I just... Could I maybe speed up that process? Chitin plate. I just really like eating fish. I'll be honest. I just like fish. I could eat fish all the time. I could eat fish all the time. I really like a lot of, typically like a white fish. But you know, like salmon's like really tasty too. I'm not really big on tuna. I know some people really enjoy tuna. Chitin plate. Lavinus complete pillar worm taxonomy updated. Tilapia is pretty good. Yeah, I love tilapia. Lab analysis complete. Gardener taxonomy upgraded. Gardener taxonomy updated. Let's go. Pillar worm. Shimmer booms updated. Let's see. Gardener behavior. Theories. That's kind of interesting. Ooh. It's kind of weird. Given the tail's brightness, the way it waves in the current, it's reasonable to conclude that the worm is using it as a lure. Still need to study it more. Poor petals. Interesting. We're still missing some stuff for the sea silk here. No. I guess I can just go back a little bit. Oh, actually, I could have just gone somewhere else. Something I haven't seen yet, clearly. I'm definitely missing a sample. Why not just take a sample? For the road. There's gotta be something I'm missing here. What are we looking at here? This appears to be a huge colonial life form. There are passages inside, but unless we can cut the barrier, we can't reach them. Floating colony. This creature is impossibly large. I don't even know how to start logging data on it, but I will try. It's overwhelming. Where to even begin? Thousands, maybe hundreds of zoids. It seems that the zoids are split into specialized functions and forms. And form jellyfish-like medusoids to balloon like bladders of gas. Interesting. Can we blast through? Nope. Curious. Where do you even begin with that? That's such a curious... chitin plate. Must be missing something. Hmm. It's even here though. Looking for that last bit of... Nah, I don't need that. I guess I could sample that too. It's definitely something I'm missing. I mean, aside from the colony that's up there. But I mean, like, for, like, the silk strands. Hmm. It's a lot of exploration to this. Just hanging out. There's definitely a tendril that I'm missing. That's for the plate. For the chitin plate. Pedal shoot. I mean, I would be kind of like a goblin for like looting everything, but I'm so... Maybe we can take the root. I'm not sure if that's what I need. Is this a root? I think we already have a sample of that. Don't need the pollen. You need resources. Well, yeah. But I don't need these specific resources for the toxic area. Not really. The one I need is like from the... what's it called? This thing. The one that grows things. But not the explosive kind. Oh, thank you for the follow. We're just hanging out. Shed tail. Hanging out and playing some spooky underwater games. Shed feather. I'm definitely missing one thing, but... I'm not too worried about that. definitely missing like one more piece. Nah, we don't need that. We have enough of the silken strands. We don't need more. Let's go back. I don't know if there's gonna be consequences for like always going back. Downtime 3.6 hours. I guess I was missing this one. Sea Silk taxonomy updated. Oh, is this the last one I needed? Interesting. Root creature. Shown that it is in fact from two different plants that have somehow conjoined where they meet. Moreover, there are younger growths formed near the end of each plant strand, demonstrating their ability to form new shoots along their length, which must be why I'm observing a web-like pattern in some of the tangles. Interesting. Well, we've explored all that except for the big colony that's there. Signal stalk. Reef cap. Well, we can go back here. We're not gonna do the bad one. We're not gonna go to the toxic area, is what I'm gonna say right now. We're not doing that again. I want to explore more of whatever's on the other side here. Because I've noticed that they kind of like reform, so I'm not too like too concerned by it. Oh, I forgot my explosion. Forgot my explosive. Those were at the other waypoint, so I might as well circle back. We'll request a pickup. Just so I can be like, hey yo, we're going back to the other one. I need supplies. Rebooting. Which I have none of. Oh. Nice. Going back here. Yes. Yes, we are. This game is so interesting. But there's definitely like a lot of like stuff you have to do in order to kind of keep yourself up with everything. You kind of gotta like oversupply yourself on things. I don't need the bright pollen. Going back down and grabbing more of that stuff. It's actually like kind of unnerving with how there's like so much. Can I just pass through? Bless. More shrill sax. Just what I needed. We do kind of want one of these. Those will be useful. Now I'm full. Well, we might as well exit, I suppose. Well, we'll go back the other way. I was like, oh yeah, we could just leave it. Then I was like, oh no, I forgot. The walls go back up. Then we can't. Kind of get a little stuck here. There's a bit of a problem with that. I could get more of these. We just doing some exploration. A little bit of problem solving here. I mean, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of being down here, but... We'll just go back, grab more of the shrill sax. Because we do need those. Or we're gonna be in a bit of a pickle. And that is not what I want to be in. Next time we do that big ol' exploration to the toxic area. I would rather not do that. Oh, it gets so bright when we get back up to the surface level. this way. And then we'll go this way. Then we'll go up this way. Good enough. We'll take what we can when it comes to gathering resources at this point. But it's like weird because it's like you both do need to gather resources and then you absolutely don't need to. I'm just gonna start gathering things up. Well, I think here would be an okay place to end the stream. We've done quite a bit of exploring. We got nearly killed in the toxic waters of the northwest area of the map. We know that Minae basically left her suit. We don't know why. And presumably dead, question mark, but is definitely not dead. But the story is just kind of still unfolding, and definitely Ellery has a history with Minae, so that's gonna untangle as we go. But the world is very fascinating. It's just kind of spooky in the end. Well, not really spooky, but it's like very atmospheric spookiness. So yeah, hopefully we'll continue the story in another stream. But thank you for joining and having a watch. It's been fun. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and you take it easy. Alright. Goodbye.